Today, we are telling the story of lawyers. It is a story about rules, power, language, and time. It is also a story about how a profession built for parchment now lives in your pocket. Law did not begin in a courtroom. Law began as memory. Early societies relied on elders to remember customs and resolve disputes. If you forgot the rule, you lost the argument. Around 1750 BCE, things changed. The Code of Hammurabi was carved into stone. This made law visible, fixed, and enforceable. It also created a need for people who could read, interpret, and explain rules. In ancient Greece, law became a public performance. Citizens argued their own cases in open courts. Professional lawyers were discouraged. Instead, speechwriters called legographers helped people prepare arguments. Rome took a different approach. Roman law became systematic and technical. Jurists studied legal principles and advised magistrates. Advocates spoke on behalf of others in court. This division shaped the future of the legal profession. The Latin word advocatus meant one who is called to help. That idea still defines the profession today. The English word lawyer has a different path. It comes from the Old French word liar. Liar meant someone skilled in law. It referred to practical knowledge rather than moral authority. Another term, attorney, comes from the Old French attorney. Attorney meant someone appointed to act for another. This reflected representation rather than expertise. For centuries, these roles overlapped. Different titles meant different functions. Over time, they merged into what we now call a lawyer. During the Middle Ages, law became professionalized. Universities taught Roman and canon law. Legal specialists emerged as a distinct class. They advised kings, churches, and merchants. In England, the legal profession split. Barristers argued in court. Solicitors handled clients and paperwork. This division still exists in some countries today. The common law system grew through precedent. Cases mattered as much as statutes. Lawyers had to remember what happened before. They had to organize information in their heads. Books changed everything. Law reports made past decisions portable. Legal knowledge expanded rapidly. Lawyers became researchers as much as advocates. By the 18th and 19th centuries, lawyers were everywhere. They drafted contracts, they shaped governments, they wrote constitutions. In the United States, many founding figures were lawyers. Law became a tool for building nations. It was also a pathway to power. As societies industrialized, law became more complex. Corporations needed legal structure. Cities needed regulation. Individuals needed protection. Paperwork exploded. Files multiplied, deadlines tightened, the modern law office was born. For most of the 20th century, legal work lived on paper. Case files filled cabinets, calendars lived on walls, billing was tracked by hand, then computers arrived. Word processors replaced typewriters, email replaced letters. But many legal workflows stayed fragmented. Lawyers used one tool for documents, another tool for billing, another tool for clients. Nothing talked to each other. At the same time, expectations changed. Clients wanted speed. Courts demanded precision. Competition increased. Lawyers were no longer just legal experts. They became operators. They became managers. They became business owners. Mobility changed the profession again. Work no longer happened only at a desk. Lawyers worked in court, at home, and on the move. Information needed to travel with them. This is where modern legal technology enters the story. Not as a replacement for lawyers, but as an extension of them. Today, the best legal tools are mobile first. They are built for real workflows. They unify operations instead of fragmenting them. Legalizer is part of this evolution. It is a mobile-first, all-in-one operating system for law firms. It brings cases, clients, billing, and growth into one dashboard. Instead of switching apps, everything lives together. Instead of waiting to get back to the office, work happens anywhere. Instead of reacting, lawyers stay prepared. Legalizer supports the modern meaning of advocatus. It helps lawyers be ready when they are called to help. The profession has always adapted to new tools, from stone tablets to scrolls, from books to computers, from desktops to mobile dashboards. What has never changed is the role of the lawyer. To interpret rules, to represent people, to bring order to complexity. The tools may evolve, the mission remains the same. From ancient codes to modern apps, law keeps moving, and lawyers move with it.